Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Your mother's a whore!
That's right, kids, and you're welcome, Ray. Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks have started in Miller May. Starting right here on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
Don't you forget it.
This might be the only Sidekick show we're doing this. All right, I am Phil. Joining me, as always,
The croissant carved wonder herself, Lilith Hellfire.
Justin's going to love that. All right, kids. So, yes, of course, it's Frank Miller month. So, of course, on here, I mean, we've already covered The Dark Knight Returns. We don't want to touch the sequels. So, yes, kids, it's going to be all-star Batman and Robin.
I mean, eventually we'll have to, but...
yeah, maybe next April Fools. I don't know.
When Frank Miller turns 69, we're going to have whatever his birthday month is, we'll do...
Oh, my.
It'll be peak universe powers.
Dark
universe powers.
What are you saying? He's going to turn 69 and we're going to shove those reviews down his throat? Hell.
Hopefully by then I'll be living in a penthouse. Like Vicki Vale. So it'll be funny.
You want to be living in a penthouse with Vicki Vale.
I mean, she's a redhead in this one, so.
I mean, the dress code. All right, so yes, so all month it'll be, well, all month with me and Lilith, it'll be all-star Batman and Robin, so yes.
All the time!
So this week we'll be covering the first 3 issues. That's what we were just talking about offline. It's like, it took 3 years to get this damn thing out, and only 10 issues. They cut it off short.
They ended on a cliffhanger. That's bullshit.
So, why do you think that they ended early? Because it was more trouble than it was worth, or were they just
absolutely
the response to this thing, or
everything, all of the above?
Because weird. I mean, of course, it's Jim Lee art. You gotta let
It's beautiful.
Jim Lee art.
And I'm just glad that he had the foresight to not draw it and write it. Probably didn't have time. Only reason he was doing some other things, and
who, Frank Miller?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in his old age, doesn't it seem like Frank Miller is like, he depends on just like
his name. He's
certain tropes, and it's like no matter what the character is, it's like, okay, as long as I can get away with whatever I want. Oh yes. I
mean, no wonder this thing sold more than freaking Infinite Crisis and House of M. Am I right? That's like the 3rd or 4th page in, by the way, guys.
I applaud your restraint of putting that one up and not the close-up booty shot.
Well, I figured I had booty shot from one of those covers as the avatar today. So.
Well, the Wonder Woman one, but the Vicki Vale one. I mean, you literally. Mm-hmm. It's literally an ass shot, but it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna like subtly draw some panties on there, but yeah, it's
subtly.
Yeah, it's like you can see right through them pretty much.
Booty looks good all the time.
That booty scares me.
Exactly. But no, I mean, again, the whole Frank Miller, it seems like anymore, just the trope is like, as long as I give him sex, violence, and
your mother's a whore.
It's like
a rock and roll.
Exactly. All right. Should we jump into these?
Let's do it.
All right. We do have synopses, so.
Of course we do.
God
This
save
is
your
like
soul.
listen. I'm not talking about the quality of it, the hype around this thing. Do you remember the hype around this?
Oh yeah. Frank Miller, Batman, or Jim Lee, Batman.
It was like Frank Miller, Jim Lee.
From the
It's
man.
going down. Hell.
Oh, you wish it was from the man who brought
Highest selling comic book in 2005. Just saying.
Well, that's a low bar.
No, actually, it's not.
Oh really?
Like I said, it was a whole bunch of it was Infinite Crisis, it was House
Oh.
of M. And it was a couple others 2005 crossovers that they sold a lot, but this one sold more.
Well, once again, Vicki Vale, put it back. Of course, yes, we got a bunch of variant covers too.
So many variant covers. I think this was the one that I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do all the variant covers.
I mean, it probably was 2005's King of the Variant covers, probably.
Yeah.
All right, so
my favorite thing about this particular issue is it's so weird that we get I get it, scantily clad Vicki Vale, but we get a whole panel of her changing outfits.
Yes, and was she planning on giving it up on the first date?
Absolutely.
Because I believe she changed bra and panties too. So
yes, as you should. She's been sitting around in that one all day, you know.
Well, who knows what Bruce likes? He's a freak.
Touche.
By the end of the night, he's probably going to be sucking on her toes.
Who is he? Quentin Tarantino?
Well, again, it's a Frank Miller book, Lilith Hellfire.
I know. He pulled out the Rolls Royce for it, though, so that's nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. All right, so All-Star, Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder, #1 from September 2005. Episode 1.
So pretentious.
I know. And of
I'm
course...
who do you think you are? Frickin' Lucas? You're not. You know, Phantom Menace episode 1.
George Lucas, yeah. Misa think this is going to go very wrong.
Yeah!
Writer, of course.
She gets all dressed up to go to the circus. I'm so sorry.
Well, I know she didn't know where they were going. I know she they dressed up like she's going to the prom. I'm like, you don't even know where you're going, heifer. Can you imagine billionaire and he takes her to McDonald's or something?
In a Rolls Royce.
We'll go through the drive-thru. You can get anything off the menu. All right, so of course, writer Frank.
Your mother's a whore.
Miller. Penciler Jim Lee. So you're really going to be staring at that art. Inker Scott Williams, colorist Alex Sinclair, letterer Jared K. Fletcher, and editors Brandon Montclair and Bob Schreck.
Oh, they wouldn't drag poor Bob Schreck into this.
I hear that last name Shrek. All I think of is Batman Returns.
Donkey! Oh.
No, Batman Returns.
Donkey!
Oh, that too, yeah. Oh, God. Vicki Vale was in her penthouse when she receives a call from Alfred Pennyworth. Alfred tells her that Bruce Wayne requests her presence this evening for a date to the circus. Vicki is elated at the chance to go out with Gotham City's most eligible bachelor. This is after she was what was she? Was she recording? Was she recording or was she on the phone? She's talking about Superman. It's like, oh, why do they call him the Man of Steel? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know why I said they wouldn't drug poor Bob Schreck? He was the long time chief and editorial whole thing of Dark Horse. So
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I can't remember when, but yeah, I remember they dragged him over to DC at some point.
Yeah, they did. And he also co-founded one of the indies that I love is Oni Press. So yeah, I was like, Bob Schreck, he did this. And then I remember the early years of Dark Horse. I'm like, of course he did this.
Bruce picks her up and the two spend the evening watching the Flying Graysons, a family of aerialists. They are particularly impressed with the death-defying ability of the Graysons' young son, Dick. After the finale, 2 shots ring out and Dick's parents fall over dead.
He says, "Don't worry, darling."
I know, it's like their first date. They've been together for 5 minutes. He's calling her darling. Frank Miller. Well, I guess it's better than don't worry, broad. We're fine.
Don't worry, game. Stolen Williams.
If Bruce has had his eye on Dick, it's like, okay, we're stalking a kid now.
Yeah. Subtext here. The subtext is not the best.
And then the Graysons, it's not the classic, oh, we cut the trapeze line so they fall to their death. No, they get to the ground fine, but then Frank Miller's just like, yeah, double tap to the head, pow pow.
I mean, a little bit better.
Let's splatter the kid with their brains. Blah blah.
I mean, you gotta think about the time frame for this. Like, nobody wants to see people falling from a trapeze. You know, the circus is falling out of favor.
Yeah, but too, it's like,
as it should, Ringling Brothers.
Yeah, but it's Frank Miller. I mean, he could have got all graphic with it though too.
Well, also, you know, he loves a gun.
Well,
you know,
A2 Lilith Hellfire.
I mean, I don't have a penis, so I can have guns, and it's not a thing. It's the telltale signs of itty bitty penis committee. You know, I'm just saying.
Oh, so it's Frank.
It's giving Harry Osborn, my friend.
Oh my. Oh my. Bruce Wayne changes in the Batman.
He says that brat is something. Like, what the? That is not diggity dank, my friends.
Bruce Wayne changes in the Batman and apprehends the gunman, Jocko Boy Vanzetti. Okay. Well, Batman deals with Jocko. The corrupt Gotham City Police Department canvasses the area. They take the orphan Dick Grayson into their care, much to the chagrin of Vicki Vale. Vicki Vale doesn't trust the GCPD's intentions, so Alfred and she begin tailing them in Bruce's Rolls Royce.
I mean, at least she gets that much right.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. Like I love immediately the cops are like, we gotta kill this kid.
He knows too much.
Frank Miller book. Yeah, we gotta kill this kid, see?
I mean, most crotch goblins, although let's show the picture.
Well, I mean, not even as a kid, but especially if you're a kid. I mean, if your family gets murdered in front of you, isn't your first question going to be, "Hey, what happened?"
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if they didn't want him to ask questions, why didn't they kill him too?
Because he's a kid.
Or they just like, oh, that stupid kid.
Plus, he's a MacGuffin. Let's just be honest. He's the MacGuffin.
Well, yeah. Well, again, it's Dick.
Look at my butt.
Grayson.
Exactly. Go back to your nupper sex pot.
Oh my.
That's what they said to Vicki.
I know.
And then he hits her. He's like, got a mouth on you, don't you, babe? I'm like, you'd like to find out, wouldn't you?
Hey-oh. Go back to your newspaper. Why'd you call me a sex bot? Aren't you trying to bang Bruce Wayne on the first date? Well, touche.
I mean, are you a billionaire? No.
Is that
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
Oh no, is that Frank Miller's whole subtext that Vicki bangs everybody she writes about?
Ooh. I mean, so does Lois Lane, but that's none of my business.
Well, she was.
I mean, depending on what continuity she has been with Aquaman, Superman,
Lex,
Batman, Lex, Hal Jordan. Just saying.
So what are you saying? We need a Lois Lane series by Frank Miller?
Never. You know how near and dear Lois Lane is.
Yeah.
To me. So no.
A
Betty Brant series, however, as we mentioned on another Miller May episode.
Oh my God! Especially if you. Oh my God! Can you imagine how Frank Miller, Betty Brant's been behind everything. She's the ultimate mastermind. Go.
Superior puss.
I was gonna say you just see her like banging everybody to get them to do what she wants.
Superior puss.
Or killing people because women are whores.
Can't be trusted. See.
Your mother's a whore.
The police car pulls off at Galt's Gulch, and Dick tells them that he can identify his parents' killer. This is not information that the police really wish to see spread about. They prepare to terrorize Grayson when a wave of bats descends upon them. Batman arrives on the scene in the Batmobile and snatches up Dick Grayson while the cops try to fend off the frantic bats.
Hold on.
Grabbing...
I do have a favorite page in this thing, believe it or not.
Oh, really? I thought it was
I
the
do.
the Vicki Vale one. I thought.
No, that one too, but it's actually Dick and Bruce Hale.
Oh.
I should probably reword that a little better.
Oh, okay. We have to get this last line because grabbing Grayson by the shirt collar, Batman growls, "On your feet, soldier! You just been drafted into a war."
That's the one.
Yes.
I know. Say what you want. I like that.
So I'm surprised Frank Miller showing restraint because you know what that dialogue should have been. "On your feet, soldier! You just been drafted into a war," and
your mother's a whore, and that's why she's dead.
"Hickory dickory dock! You just been drafted into a war, and your
mother's a whore."
Hell.
Name's the kid Dick.
You're gonna call yourself Richard. Oh, wait a minute. So Bruce getting kind of rough with the kid already. So what are we saying, Lilith?
I mean, he was raised by Alfred. Let's just all remember that, please.
So what are we saying? Bruce is slapping that dick around.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
See yourself out, sir.
How is Batman not blind? Especially this Batman. Frank Miller Batman.
Yeah, Frank Miller Batman.
All right. So thoughts on issue 1, Lilith Hellfire. I mean, we kind of.
I enjoyed the aesthetics of the circus. It's not too bad a way to open up. I can see why people came back for it, for sure. He's a little more gruff, sure, but like there are legions of fanboys who love Frank Miller's Batman, and this is right up their alley. But I don't know necessarily how Dick Grayson / Robin fans really reacted to that because I didn't really know any growing up. You know, like he immediately identified with him. You know, in the original origin story, right?
Yes.
When that happens to him, and this one is just like, he's a brat, he's whatever. You know.
Yeah, this one is just like he's a soldier I can use. He's a tool I can use.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's not a kindred spirit, and you know, basically, that's why Nightwing is so like literally better than Batman because that's what Bruce really wanted for him.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted him to be better. He literally says, "I let him do it so he wouldn't become me." Right, and that's not this at all.
Yeah, no. I mean, when it comes to like like Bruce interacting with other human beings, Miller doesn't get it. I mean, it's, you know, if it's the, hey, I'm going to break a guy's neck. Oh, yeah, Frank Miller gets that.
Oh, yeah, all day, every day. I mean, is it a little over the top? Is it back to like that 1930s noir that I like? Yes, I absolutely love some aspects of Frank Miller's Batman because I love original 1930s, 40s Batman, right? I think Batman should be able to kill personally. I mean, that's just an arbitrary rule that we invented.
Yeah.
Very, very late into the character.
Well, comics code too, Lil. That's
I know.
Yeah, that's why I think we invented that. But again, are we expecting too much from this issue where the highlight is basically
Miller butt?
That's how they had it labeled, not me.
Oh my god, that's hilarious!
I know. I saw that. I was like,
look at my butt.
See, kids, I mean, you could see right through that.
Yeah, definitely.
At
least it wasn't a thong because you gotta remember, after Cisco made that song in 1999, everybody was wearing. I was in high school at the time, so I remember it literally went from granny panties to thongs overnight.
I mean, do you think maybe they wanted to go there, and like, do you think someone at editorial reined them in enough? They'd be like, no, you at least got to cover.
It definitely wasn't Shrek that reined them in. If you know anything about that horse,
was it?
I think it was Jim Lee's artistic vision.
Maybe
it's not. You know, Jim Lee is not that gratuitous. Honestly, it's not like he's like John Byrne. You know.
Oh no! Yeah.
No, I do think that Jim Lee, he does have a very certain kind of artistic integrity for me. Which people love Jim Lee. So, I mean, and I think at some points Frank Miller was like, why didn't I just draw this whole thing myself? Honestly, because some of the choices was like, yeah, Frank Miller would have drawn this, definitely would have seen some cheeks. We would have seen the whole cake.
I mean, you see something. Oh, yeah. That would, you know. Oh, yeah, that would have
been nothing left to the imagination.
That would have been the tiniest of thongs.
Yeah. So.
Oh, please.
I mean, I think that it was actually a good balance. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't even know how this collaboration came about because, like, they really weren't in each other's spheres. So I don't know if this is like a DC thing. Like, hey, Frank, we know you have trouble getting issues out on time. Let's not have you write and draw this thing. Let's give you Jim Lee because he was an absolute rock star at this time, right? From Marvel and DC, Jim Lee is absolutely at his peak rock star levels in 2005.
Oh yeah, at this point, he's at the top of the list of
And
it.
they
Like,
didn't ever go on to work together again, right?
not that I know of. I don't think.
So I definitely think that was a DC editorial thing that they kind of pushed that.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're just they're literally two different generations, you know. Frank Miller is self-made, whereas Jim Lee, you know, he had a little help, which is nothing wrong with that. You can be a nepo baby, it's fine. But he's talented in his own right, but he's still kind of, you know, just like Junior, he's talented in his own right, but had he not had the name, would we really know him? That's kind of the question.
Yeah, and again, yeah, at this point, yeah, Jim Lee's at the top of everyone's list. It's like we need art to sell a book. Yeah, Jim Lee's one of the top names on the list.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm pretty sure they never go on to work together again. Unfortunately, I think that this really tempered the work. Like I said, I can only imagine had he written, we probably would have only got 6 issues if he had written and done the art itself. So,
but yes, if Frank Miller did draw this, we would have gotten full thong.
Oh, the bodies that I just showed, that they would, like, the head would be, the top would be off, and it'd be a whole thing.
Oh yeah, you know, and of course, and we would have met Vicky's pet camel and his toe.
Nice.
Thank you. All right, do we dare do episode 2, issue 2, episode 2?
Yeah. I really love the cover, the Green Lantern cover for issue 2.
Oh, the Green Lantern cover.
Yeah.
Wait, what Green Lantern cover? I'm not seeing a Green Lantern cover.
Really?
I see the one of them, you know, Batman standing over him in the rain, and then like there's one with like Robin with his.
Yeah, there's one with a Green Lantern on it.
Okay.
Choking him. You don't have that one?
I'm not seeing it in the synopsis part here, so.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
I'll send it over to you, maybe.
Okay. Or I was gonna say, throw it up on the screen if you want. All-Star Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder, #2, October 2005.
Oh, I actually have these issues, so.
Oh, I have the issues too, but
yeah.
Maybe not the variant covers, but I have them. Oh, okay, this makes sense. Oh, I shouldn't say it's your buddy, but yes, executive editor Dan DiDio.
And this is where they become friends, and this is where the plot thickens. When you know, when you look back, you're like, okay.
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, same team, of course. Yeah, Frank Miller's not good. You're not trying to set up Frank Miller's Cool Dead Hand.
Never. Although I really wish they would have contractually made him finish the last 2.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm always surprised that they didn't do that, but this is kind of where the bad blood comes in too.
Or even just like if they they collected this, right? So at least put those last 2 in like the collection or something.
Like, even if it's just the sketches and the synopsis, I don't care. What the F happened?
Exactly. The Batmobile was speeding down the highway with its 2
lost its wheel.
And the Joker got away. Hey.
As usual.
Down the highway with its 2 passengers, Batman and Dick Grayson in it. Batman sprays Dick with knockout gas, but it has no. It'd be funny. We were like checking the expiration date or something.
Listen, I might not like the way that Frank Miller deals with Superman, but I feel like he treats Hal Jordan just how I prefer.
Oh,
that idiot can't keep any secrets from me. I'm like, yes, roast him.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
I of course love Kilowog.
What happened to Jon Stewart?
Beware.
Okay, yeah.
And he's out of there.
Oh, stay tuned, kids, in a few for Ray's feedback when we get the Green Lantern Rebirth in a few weeks here, and Batman or how Jordan.
Everybody's got an opinion on that one, bud.
Yeah, and I
As you should.
I wonder what Ray's opinion is going to be. It'd be funny if it was just like 2 minutes of feedback already going, yes, yes, yes. Issue 6, yes, yes.
Dumbest weakness I ever heard of. I totally agree.
What teenage girls?
Ooh. Ooh. Hey now.
Meanwhile, Vicki Vale is injured from the accident. Alfred patches her up. I mean,
Gives her a little pat on the bottom if you know, you know.
and he's like ripping off his shirt to like wrap her up with the shirt and stuff, and it's just like, oh my.
Listen, if you ain't never seen freaking Pennyworth, then you don't know. But that man's a pimp.
I mean, is she about to polish the silver?
Talk about bearing the lead. Anyway.
Whoa! Vicki is busy in shock and recounting the past events. Yeah, because she's a woman. She's in shock, see?
Your mother's a whore! And your girlfriend's a cunt!
Wow! You can leave now. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Or Thursday.
Oh.
I really wish I could have found that shirt at Walmart.
I know. They probably pulled that already. So yeah, Vicky's busy in shock and giving us the recap of last issue. From the Grayson's murder until when Batman kidnaps Dick. Alfred tries to calm her down, but to no effect until Vicki passes out in Alfred's arms. So yes, because almost she looks like she was dying in his arms tonight. Dick realizes that Batman is faking his deep voice, but yet he scares him. Well, yeah, a maniac in a bat suit, of course. The cops then suddenly chase off after the Batmobile. Batman starts violently ramming the cop cars, which scares Dick. Batman then goes after them again until the cars explode with fire, and then the Batmobile flies off into the sky. So that's another thing. Isn't Frank Miller every work? It's just like, yeah, it's stupid cops.
In Gotham.
Oh, true. But I just
Actually,
love
the whole DC universe really shouldn't even have cops. They should just have one superhero per city that patrols. That's all you need.
Okay, Civil War. But I love the Gotham cops are always corrupt, but I love like Frank Miller. They're so corrupt. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna. I mean, it's nighttime, but it's like, yeah, we're just gonna murder a kid out in the open.
I mean, again, to be fair,
Gotham, yeah, I know.
Happens in real life too. So,
I know.
Can't argue with Frank Miller on this one.
That's true. You got me there.
I mean, a broken clock can be right twice a day, right?
True.
Come on, Phil. Say
That's
Gotham.
his one.
Come on, Phil. Say Gotham.
Nope.
And Hal Jordan being an absolute dickish nightmare is too.
Lilith is like,
we'll get to that in episode 9, though.
Hey, not 6.
Unfortunately. Although 6 is pretty good, too. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
So yeah, he flies off into the sky. Dick starts to cry over his parents' death, but Batman slaps him.
Give him the old Pennyworth backhand. Shoulder raised, you boy!
He then starts to question his answers, but decides to focus on the mission. Batman asks Dick if he wants to join him in his war against crime. Batman goes over some rules about fighting crime. He tells him that he should never trust Gotham cops. Dick then starts to think it over, and the issue ends with him agreeing to join Batman. And of course, kids.
Wait, you forgot. Are you going to say it?
Yes, kids.
Okay.
This is the first time. So, again, get this issue slabbed where Batman refers to himself as the goddamn Batman.
It's better than the effing Juggernaut, I swear.
An infamous title he subsequently repeats several times throughout later issues.
Oh, man. Wait, did they say that in the movie? I feel like in the Dark Knight movie, I feel like there's a drop. I need that as a drop somewhere.
I didn't think he did, but
Somebody get Jensen Ackles to say that since he's the new
Oh,
voice
the
of
animated.
Batman.
He might have. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, something based on Frank Miller. Yeah, they might have.
So bad, man. It's
Uh,
bad and he should feel bad.
all right. So, thoughts on 2, Lilith?
Not as good as 1.
Well, again, most of it, they're just like they're sitting in the car the whole time,
Yeah.
and
Just
and
driving around in my automobile.
and Alfred almost gets it in.
Almost. You know, lubricated eels are the best. So.
You know, and meanwhile, Vicky's trying to keep her chest in that dress the whole time. That's a lot of
Yeah.
tape, right?
That's a lot of tape. That's a lot of doctor's work. That's a lot of gravity.
Well, I was gonna say that's a lot of tape on that silicone, right?
Yeah. Oh, I do love episode 3 though.
All right.
Wonder why.
Let's this is gonna be Ray's favorite too, I believe. Yes, it's All-Star Batman and Robin number 3 with Black Canary doing the high kicks on the cover. Kicks. Yes, episode 3, and I believe it's the same.
Oh, the
page.
Frank Miller variant isn't as good. Not gonna lie.
Let me
She
see.
looks like Miss Piggy on that one. So.
Yeah, the Frank Miller variant is weird. Yeah, no, I definitely Jim Lee all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, All-Star Batman Robin number 3, episode 3. Two men walk into a bar in a crowded Gotham
The
City.
third one ducks.
Should have seen it coming. A crowded Gotham City night spot called the Black Canary. Oddly, the bartender of this establishment, dressed in black leather,
Of course, fetish.
fishnet stockings, and a
Fetish.
mask,
Fetish.
also calls herself Black Canary. Shh, Ray, shut up. Ray's trying to listen to this.
Fetish.
The Hard Master.
He's made the transformation.
The Hard Master.
Like everybody.
Rightly so. Look at this artwork. But
Jim Lee, Black Canary, Ray.
honestly, why did they never get him on a main Canary book? Like that
Oh
would
my
have billions.
They could do that now and sell a ton. I mean, come on.
Okay, hold on, wait. Slow down. I'm writing this down. Dear DC, can you
I mean-
please make up with Jim Lee and have him write a Black Canary story?
I mean, it's horrible to say, but it's like, I mean, name me a female-led title that's not going to at least number 1 sell out multiple printings.
Her and Santana, Fishnet Diaries, baby.
If Jim Lee's drawing it, oh my god, you know,
Top
DC,
hats and fishnets. You're
No.
welcome.
DC, you want to sell 1 million copies of a book, you put Jim Lee on a number 1 of Power Girl.
Ooh. Honestly, he did do Superman, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but Jim Lee Power Girl, I mean, come on.
It doesn't even matter who's writing it. We don't even care about who's writing it.
Wait, there's going to be words? What?
It's just a Power Girl calendar. Gotcha.
You imagine the internet just being like, "What's with all this effing dialogue?" I couldn't see part. Jim Lee drawn Jim Lee drawn Power Girl, and it's like really, really cold out.
Oh my god.
Old wet hard nipples.
Sweet. Now that's what I call sweet chunks.
Black label.
Ooh. Maxwell's definitely gonna lord something over her in that case.
Oh my! I'm telling you. You tell me that's not going to sell 1 million copies. Jim Lee drawn.
Better idea. Her and Harley Quinn actually become a couple.
Whoa, Lil Hellfire got so excited she just knocked herself out of the room. I don't think her wrist was ready for that, kids.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Literally got so excited, man. She knocked herself out.
Lubricated eels are the best.
That's right. We're gonna have a little impromptu Lil Hellfire mini concert here.
Our whole family can suck it.
Hey, old man, you got so excited you knocked yourself right off.
Hell.
You're like Harley Quinn, Power Girl, and it's just boop gone.
Yeah, my internet exploded at just the thought of it.
Hey, old. It climaxed, if you will.
Yeah.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Oh my! Can you imagine?
Or they get into a throuple with Pamela. You know, whatever. You know, call me. I have ideas. I have thoughts.
Rumpy pumpy.
Anyway.
Oh my! Oh, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Power Girl.
It was just a really nice package.
I mean, just throw Talia in and Catwoman and we're done. And just call it Gotham Sirens. I don't care.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, throw it in. It's a lot of meat.
Like everyone else in the bar, the two men subject her to a barrage of catcalls. Oh my lord. Black Canary endures the unwelcome adoration for quite some time, but her mind is on only one thing: a man she has never even met, the Batman.
Full black leather fetish.
Oh, it's gonna get even better, kids. As the evening wears on, she tires of the never-ending solicitations and finally loses her patience. She pulls a Lilith Hellfire and leaps over the bar and begins to beat up every besotted reveler she can get her hands on, and Lilith is gone again. Oh, my lord. When she is done, the only man left standing is the bar's owner, Liam. Liam makes the mistake of calling her Sweet Chunks, and Canary kicks him through the window. She tends her resignation, hops on her motorcycle, and rides off in search of Batman. There's gonna be a scene coming up in an episode or an issue here, kids. Them on the docks, and yes, it's exactly what you think it's gonna be.
Lubricated eels are the best.
Exactly. I don't think Lil's wrist was ready for all this. Jim Lee drawing all the females of the DCU talk.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Batman, meanwhile, has the recently orphaned Dick Grayson inside of his Batmobile. He converts the vehicle to Aqualung mode, then dives down deep into the river and sails through an underground tunnel. He wonders if he made the right decision in taking the boy. Miles away in the city of Metropolis, Clark Kent reads about Grayson's abduction in the Daily Planet newspaper. Anger overwhelms him and he burns the paper with dual blasts of heat vision. Is it a newspaper? I thought he had a milk carton with Dick's picture on it, which I was like, I consider kind of weird because I'm like, wait a minute, Batman and Dick just got back to the Batcave and there's already like his face on a damn milk carton. So hopefully we get Lilith Hellfire back because told her not to move, but she told me that internet was going to hold out down there. I don't know. That spotty connection in the desert, kids. I'm telling you. You know why the internet failed, kids? Because Lilith Hellfire was on that Mexican radio. Yes, the jokes get worse as Lilith Hellfire is not here. Without my muse, the jokes get bad. They get more dad-like. All right. There she is.
It's cloudy out. My bad.
Oh, I said your connection dropped, because you're on that Mexican radio.
Yes. Starlink, not as great as everybody said. Anyway.
So yeah, I did the whole synopsis. Yes, we got to the Sweet Chunks and
Dick sitting in the Batmobile.
Yes. Which, how long is that trip from the circus to the Batcave? Because there's already like articles and stuff about, Dick Grayson's missing. I'm like, damn, that's pretty damn fast.
I mean, it is 2005 where, things travel fast.
And
TMZ. It's very TMZ.
That I get, but it's like, I'm trying to bring up the issue here because it's like in the synopsis, it just says the magazine, but is this the one with the milk carton?
I was pretty sure, yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty damn quick to get it on a milk carton. I mean, didn't this abduction just happen moments ago?
Babes, Frank Miller's brain's not the best.
And
And
Clark
Terrell's just letting him do it. Or
and
maybe
Clark-
it took a day to get there. I don't know.
and Clark Kent had to go to the store, pick up the milk, and it's already been printed. I'm like, really? Wait, no. It can't be a day because, I guess maybe they did. I was gonna say Bruce and Vicky spent the whole day in the rolls. Well, but maybe they're there.
I mean, have you ever been in a Rolls Royce? It's pretty comfortable back there.
Maybe they're there.
Lots of leg room, you know.
Oh, no wonder he's calling her darling.
You know what did Beyonce say? It took me hours to get ready. You know what I'm saying? In the back of the car. Yeah, her makeup all mushed. Yeah.
Maybe it took me.
Superior puss.
I don't know how superior it is. I only never see her again after this.
Wow. Whoa. We only need her for a little while, Lilith.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir on that one. Eh?
Oh yeah, love him and leave him hellfire. I forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor
Dorothy and Liam.
I know. I didn't mean nothing, sweet chunk. See.
Yeah, I think you should make this the episode 3 the cover art.
Oh yeah. There's usually 2 pictures. Yes, issue 3 is definitely one of them. Yes. We got to draw. We got to get ready to listen to a Batman episode somehow.
It's just us roasting it. Just gotta let them know we're not saying anything. I mean, like I said, I like a lot of things about Batman, Frank Miller's Batman, but like when it's all put together, and now that I'm older, you see the flaws.
Yeah. Well, again,
Big, giant, glaring flaws, if you will. But no, I mean, like this issue just kind of was like, did we need this? This felt like filler, to be quite honest.
Exactly. Again, it's like issue 2 and 3. Batman and Dick are in the car the whole time,
driving around in my automobile.
Yeah, I know. It's
with my baby sitting beside the wheel. I think that's what the whole point is.
I mean, again,
and it's like I said, they never even developed the relationship in the car ride. You know, it's just they're just kind of sitting there awkwardly
or smacking them around. Yeah, it's. I mean, again, issue 3 we are introducing Black Canary because there really isn't a ton of Batman and Dick even in issue 3 because most of it's Black Canary. And again, teasing us with, oh look, Superman's coming, hail.
Which immediately grossly out of character. Immediately out of character. It's like, God damn it, Frank. Can you just wait till he gets into the actual issue before you have him out of character? Really? He's burning the newspaper with his heat vision? Really? I don't think so. That's not how. You know what? In this world, that's how he acts. It's fine. It's a different continuity. It's fine.
This goddamn Batman.
Exactly.
But again, it's like, should we? I mean, by issue 2 and 3, should we be filler already?
That's what I'm saying.
Lilith, I got. Internet's gonna steal this. So we coined this at 11:09 on April 15th. Miller filler. Yes.
Not to be confused with the delightful beer that if they want to sponsor us, they're more than welcome to.
That's
it's
right.
It's always Miller time in the Mexican desert.
That's right, kids. We don't care who you put on the cans. Well, as long as it's not like a criminal. But no, we are allies of the LGBT.
Wait, does Miller beer have a controversy going on?
Well, no, wasn't it? What is it? People were up in arms because they did a special can or something, and they put I forget. I don't know if she's an actress or a social media influencer, but a trans woman on like one of their cans, and like people went nuts.
Ayanna Glazer or whatever.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the name. Yeah, but I mean, there was people up, and I mean, I guess because I heard him talking about it on Howard Stern. Like, I guess Kid Rock was like shooting the cans with a gun or something, and
he doesn't even. Never mind. I don't even want to get into how I know what I know about Kid Rock. Never mind. I'm gonna let it go. Is that what that whole thing was him. I saw that on my. Oh well, I didn't see it on my news.
I
Channel,
didn't
but I
see
saw
it.
it on somebody's news channel, and I was.
I
just
didn't
like,
see it, but I
oh.
heard them talking about it. So yeah, that must have been Kid Rock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then there was at least one or two other people, I forget who, but wrapping arms about it. It's like, really, who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was Budweiser, to be quite honest. But,
Oh, was it Budweiser? Oh, it might have
but
been
they do,
Budweiser.
like, I know, well, Miller, especially Miller Lite, is always going
I
through
can't
things.
remember. I can't remember. It was either Miller or Budweiser, but
I was
yeah, it
pretty
was
sure
one of them.
Kid Rock. I was gonna say because I know for a fact Kid Rock drinks Budweiser, but
It might have been Bud. I can't remember.
but yeah, Miller does have an issue with the good shit, bad shit campaign that I saw.
Mhm.
It's got, I don't know what it's got to do with. Everybody's always up in arms about something. Well, why be up in arms about that when you can be up in arms about Frank Miller? That's all I'm saying. Join us in our Miller mayhem.
Oh my. Yeah, that's right, kids.
Miller filler. No, that is kind of his like shtick though, because
I wanted. Okay. Now you know stuff about Kid Rock. Is this from the secret classified Las Vegas files or something?
no, actually, deep secret Detroit buried files. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my god. You have to send me. I mean, we'll never mention on the air, but you need to send me like secret dossiers. I'm like, I need to know all this secret. I'll get like terabytes of information.
It's unfortunately knowledge from a misspent youth.
Oh
Such
my.
a misspent youth.
That's right, kid. She wanted to be a cowgirl.
No, not that was just like a weird 3 days, man. I don't.
Oh my god, is this like one of those weird Charlie Murphy stories where it's basically like, yeah, we woke up at Prince's house?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're the new Charlie Murphy. Oh my god.
Rest in power, my king.
I know. Oh my god. See what Miller May gives you, kids.
Your mother's a whore.
So yes, all these women are good for us. 2 or 3 things, kids.
Feeding and effing.
I was gonna say, yeah. Flashing, fighting, and thing.
Flashing, fighting. Well, that's a drop for the Patreon.
Oh my god, that's what I want to do. I want to get a bunch of names. We did this. We did the hottest celebrities on an episode, but I think on Patreon we gotta get.
We can always do more.
No, we gotta
pass.
I gotta assemble you and Justin and Givian's like, we're gonna play F, Marry, Kill.
Oh, absolutely. Comic book writer edition.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna go there, but okay.
Whatever edition you want, bro. I am always down for
web
ahead or what is it? Web ahead.
The only
bed, yeah.
The only flaw in my plan though is I could see Lil saying, "Do I have to marry one of them? Can I just F or kill a second one?"
Marry him for the money, no worries. Don't worry about it. That's all marriage. No offense to my married friends. That's all marriage is just a legally binding contract where you get to, negotiate assets back and forth without tax repercussions. Anyway, that's my socialist rant.
All right, the very romantic Lilith Hellfire. Let's get back to this.
Let's, shall we?
The Lilith's idea of romance. Meat not past its expiration date. Hey,
Tender. I like my veal and I like my lamb.
Oh my ass. I have a feeling a bunch of young Mexican men are about to be bad boys.
See yourself out, Phil.
All right. So, any other thoughts on this Frank Miller thing? Because
no, I can't wait to get to the second set of issues, 4, 5, and 6, because they definitely do get interesting at that point.
Oh yes, is this when Black Canary and Batman do their team up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like your clothes. I like your
Fetish.
I like your clothes. I like your clothes too. I love how you punch a man. I love how you punch a man too. Let's get it on.
Honestly, he is kind of her type, and she did go for Oliver Queen, which is Green Batman. I'm just saying, it makes
That's
sense
true.
in a way. I'm not gonna argue with him on this one. This one he can have. It's fine. Fetish.
I mean, I don't want to call out Lilith Hellfire, but it's like, oh, you love violence and sex? Oh, me too.
Just saying, makes sense. It's not like it's out of left field.
Now, bitch.
I don't know who's saying that to who, honestly, at that point.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Very hard, very tempting. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if that was in continuity, because like I don't like Selena with him anymore because it makes no sense. And Talia, she cockholded him. We all know it.
Again, it's like with Selena they play it. It's like, will they, won't they? And it's like they're doing it too much.
Obviously, they won't.
And I think it's hard held.
Harley stole his girl. We all just have to admit it. Harley stole Batman's girl, bro.
And it's hard held to do that. The whole thing, because since she has her own book, it's like you're dealing with.
It'll be like when Felicia and Peter got married. You know what I mean? It's like
Keep the mask on. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, and a fake mustache to boot. You know, like
Oh, matches my look. No. Tonight be matches. All right. I only had 2 Bat books this week.
really?
Uh-huh.
Were there only 2 out, or were there more?
As far as I know, there's only 2. I had Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 3, number 4. That's a mouthful.
Batman Incorporated number 7.
Incorporated 7, yes.
Oh, I got the Batman Adventures Continue Season 3 number 4, and then I got Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 7.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yes, that was
And
also.
then
out
also
there.
I got the Multiversity Harley Screws Up the DCU number 2.
Is that any good?
It's Harley doing Harley shenanigans. So,
Okay, who's writing that?
Frank Thierry.
Okay.
With art by Logan Faber.
Okay.
It's very much in the vein of like the cartoon on HBO Max. It's like that kind of humor, right? And
but it's not Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly, or Amanda. And I mean, it's worse ways to spend $5.
Okay.
And so they get overrun by Starros, and so like there's all these Starro versions of Harley's friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how's she gonna fix this? Waka waka waka. So no, it's like if you need like a laugh, like it's not like gratuitous beaver jokes and like I said, if you like Harley Quinn on HBO Max, it's better than the first one. So just putting it out there. You know, I don't really ever say anything too positive about Harley, so
yes,
this is my chance to say something nice.
If I see, I'm probably going to the store this week. If I see 1 and 2, I might
just
pick
thumb
it up.
through it, see if you like it. I always like when Starro comes up, though. I think that like Starro's so ridiculous, and there's so many things you can do with Starro, right? So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, almost. I don't think there is like a bad Starro story that I've ever read. So.
Mm-hmm. So are you still enjoying Batman: The Adventures Continue?
I think we need a break. I think they're running out of steam.
The whole soldiers thing seemed weird to me. I'm not even saying it's bad. It just seems weird to me.
Weird, yeah. It doesn't. Where does this fit? You know what I mean? I just feel like it doesn't fit. It doesn't feel like an actual evolution of any story that we had, which is kind of like the point of this book, right? To evolve and kind of add to that continuity in that universe. And it's like Joker doesn't really do sidekicks. He does hinge people. He's learned his lesson from Harley, you know? So it's kind of a whole thing for me.
I know. I mean, I think they were trying to lean too heavily on the theme of, he's the straight man.
Yeah. And he's cracking up. Ugh.
And then this woman stole this experimental Wayne Tech suit, it's basically.
Hugo Strange, though, at least.
Yes.
But yeah, straight man, why is this character not canceled? I don't think they should have went with that.
Well, he might get killed by the end of this. You never know.
No, I know. It's a joke. It's a woke joke.
I know.
Where's Vicarious Man?
Well, he was a military man. He has to be straight, man. Other,
Phil?
no. Otherwise, don't say it. You know, don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
Oh, the 90s and Bill Clinton. Save that for Salty and Petty, by the way.
Oh, we're gonna do a Bill Clinton episode.
Oh, we can do several.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
I mean, if you want to do a 90s conspiracy theory, we can't do one without the Clintons. Just saying. It's all jokes, satire, and parody, by the way. Allegedly.
Yes, NSA, please. Haha, she's out of the country. She can say whatever she wants now. Haha. Well, that's not true.
It's just slightly past the border, so you know. They have an extradition treaty. Despite popular belief, they actually really do.
I don't know. She dragged herself 50 feet across the border. I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, I'd have to go to Panama for all of that. If I really wanted to live in the Wild West and say what I wanted, I'd go to live in Panama. They don't have an extradition treaty. And they speak English and Spanish there, so I really could, but it's too much work.
Oh my god! I must have skipped over this ad before. The Batman Spawn Deluxe edition is coming.
Oh yeah.
The hardcover, yeah, with
I got it.
Well, the new one, and then it has the two 90s ones team ups in it.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
The hardcover's always nice, you know.
Hey, of course, Lilith likes it hard. But it's just so funny because it has all the three crossover issues in it, because it's like written by Todd McFarlane, Frank Miller, Doug Mensch, Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant.
Mitch!
That's right.
Or how does Charlie say it?
I forget. I think he said it many ways. But you get Frank Miller and Chuck Dixon, kids.
And Minch. Don't forget Minch.
Minch.
Not to mention Minch.
And Todd McFarlane, of course.
Oh man, that's like universe destroying energy right there, bro. In one book. It's just
I mean, that's just
like such a like
is this the whole
like just reading one like writer to the next, such tonal whiplash.
Is this the perfect form of
your mother's a whore? Your mother's a whore, your sister's a child, and your girlfriend's a
wow.
See you next time, kids.
You mentioned so many names, so
your whole family can suck it. Whoever you feel like that applies to, it applies to. Okay. It's choose your own adventure as well.
Who can suck it?
Your whole family can suck it.
Remind me to tell you never to write a children's book with Hellfire.
Hickory dickory dock. Your mother's a whore.
I told you that was my rhyme. Hickory dickory dock. You've been drafted into a war, and
your mother's a whore. Oh, your mother sucks.
Wow. Your mother's a whore and she can suck it.
Boy, we got quite a few more issues, Phil.
I know.
Save it up.
And I was
wash over you.
Like a shower, if you will. Oh my god! But I can't.
If they could have got away with it, it would be in here. Trust me.
I know. But no, I can't believe Batman Incorporated still. I thought this was going to be like a 5 or 6 issue thing. They're still going.
I was buying it for a while. I think everybody still has hope that's still buying it. I figured out the game and I ain't buying it.
I mean, I don't know what the cutoff point is, but I mean, I guess they must be doing.
Did you finish your Thor hammer?
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, this fool thought I wasn't going to finish that Lego Thor hammer. I finished it in like 24 hours, though, Hellfire.
Of course you did, dork. I mean, who goes to Dave and Buster to play a Star Trek themed game? Well, our buddy Phil.
I was trying to get tickets for my son, you cold heart.
I know. He got more tickets than all of us put together.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, when we went to Chuck E. Cheese, they have like this Avengers game where you gotta like shoot the coins through like the thing, and like we had it down to a system. Like me and Luca figured out where the thing is to get it through, so like we didn't miss every time we were hitting the thing, and we were just
comes out, sir, back away from the machine. Please.
We were just racking up tickets.
You found out you're exploiting our loophole. We're gonna have to ask you to leave, sir. That's why they gave him a not gluten-free pizza. See.
Oh,
It's a conspiracy everywhere, Phil.
that's true. That's true.
You want to get all these tickets? Well, you can have an upset tummy, kid.
Well, joke's on them because he puked all over their bathroom. Hey,
Yeah, sometimes plans don't work out.
your whole business can suck it.
I've had a problem with Chuck E. Cheese for a while, so we have a beef with Chuck E. Cheese. I'm totally cool with that.
Unless they want to sponsor us.
Nah. They don't want
Nah.
me.
I don't know, man. Do they do commercials anymore? I don't.
No.
They probably don't have any sponsors.
I'm surprised they're still in business, bro.
Well, I think they knocked out the competition because I know back in the day, wasn't there? There was like Showtime. Was it Showtime Pizza or something? Or
Yeah, I was gonna say, like I said, they own Major Palace and CC's Pizza and a couple other places. They owned all. I think they bought all the competitions.
oh yeah, they either drove them out of business or bought them out. Yeah. There's our conspiracy theory episode. Chuck E.
It's
Cheese,
not, yeah, I mean, just because it's a conspiracy doesn't mean it's not true. So
the pizza place mafia.
Maggie.
Maggie, yes.
Oh, well, we can't really say pizza themed conspiracies because of certain other people. Google Pizzagate if you don't know, but yeah, we can't actually do pizza themed conspiracies. People will definitely think we're whack jobs. So
I don't know that Papa John's, man. Kind of
oh yeah, don't. I lived in Louisville. Don't get me started on the Papa John's thing.
all right.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
You guys. All right. So, of course.
Yeah, of course we're doing 4 through 6.
Well, no. Since there's 10 issues, I kind of had, and we had 4 weeks. I kind of had to like. So next week we're only going to do 4 and 5.
Oh, okay.
And then
that's enough content there for sure.
Yes, and then in 2 weeks we'll do 6 through 8, and then the last week we'll do 9 and 10. So, see, I did 3, 2, 3, 2. Yeah.
6, 9, 6, 9. Not to be confused with the snitch.
That's right, kids. I'm in little kids. I'm in Little Hellfire's Little Mafia. Yeah, the 6-9 Mafia. Hail.
69.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
69 420 to be exact.
Oh,
Everybody's
yeah,
trying to hack me. Wait a minute, she didn't even use 420 or 69 in this. Damn it!
Remember you and Chess did Agent 69 and 420. Which one's which? It switches.
It's just a smash. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Either it changes from day to day. All right, kids. So yes, and don't worry. Yes, we moved
it's
it back.
It's just a code name like 007, bro. Don't worry about it.
We moved it back to October, but yes, we will get to the clay faces. So. For Halloween. All right. Yes, kids. So, oh yes, and then oh my god, and of course, yes, we're gonna close out May. Justin will be back. We're gonna be doing that Batman Catwoman crossover from Night Quest.
Oh yikes!
Oh yeah, Jean Paul Valley's all horny for Catwoman. Yeah, we're gonna get there, kids.
I'm so sorry. Doing the Lord's work, Justin.
Oh my god!
I'm going to send you a fruit basket, babe.
The Lord's work. He suggested, because I know when you and I did Nightfall, we didn't even get to like the annuals. He suggested doing which are the Bloodline annuals.
I know. Oh, believe me, I know.
So I mean, one of them had Bruce Wayne, but the rest was Jean Paul
I
Valley.
unfortunately own all of them because I am a child of the 90s.
Yes. But Justin suggested, let's do the annuals with Jean Paul Valley. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Have at it, bud.
See,
I like to get a muffin basket at this point too. Jeez.
Oh my god! I mean, you're a '90s kid. Please, Lilith. I let the '90s wash over me.
You're a '90s teen.
I can apologize for most of the '90s kids, but even I won't touch NFL Super Pro.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Not that you can find issues of it anyway, but you know.
I mean, I'm sure you actually probably could if you tried hard enough.
I don't know.
I still find Wizard magazines, which I collect by the way.
I have seen.
Have any like in the package with like the actual cards and stuff that came with it? Like, so hard. Hell.
Hey, but no, I'm going. Well, maybe I'll find them. I mean, I'm going to a show tomorrow. I guess they're doing a thing at not the mall we were at, but there's like another mall by the convention center where they're doing like it's $5 to get in, and it's basically just a show for like vendors and stuff. And
I can't believe I have to catch a flight for free comic book day.
they won't stay. You spend enough money at that damn store, they won't ship you the free comic book day stuff.
It's the point, though. I have to be in a store. Yeah, the point is supporting your local comic book shops in person, Philip.
Oh, I do.
You never know what extra Funko Pops you might find. I swear, Funko Pops are holding up the local comic book shop economy, and you can't change my mind. That and Lego.
Just
and Dungeons and Dragon game, like RPG games at this point.
Lilith
Every
is like,
single one has like a sesh going on at all times.
Lilith is like, just take a picture of your store. I'll tell you what I want. Take a picture of the Funko section.
Like, can you just drive it down here? I'll give you the gas money. It's cheaper than shipping.
This guy who owns the store, you know it's worth it. Just send her like the inventory list of your store.
I'll tell you after we get off air about the how he got the Dan DeDito to come to his store.
I was gonna say, is he gonna be there on Free Comic Book Day?
He used to show up at that comic book shop all the time. Actually, like Frank Miller's been at my comic book shop. A lot. Jim Lee's actually been there. He gets a lot of names. I don't really know how he does it.
Oh my God! Name your price. Name your price. I want a drop of Frank Miller himself saying,
"Your mother's a whore." We could never get it.
Name your price. Not even just you.
Is he on Cameo?
Hold on, I'm looking. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my
If
God!
Frank Miller's on Cameo, we can get that damn drop. I don't think he knows what Cameo is. It's kind of old.
Yeah, but he might have people who, just stick a camera in front of him. Damn pop-ups. Frank Miller. No, not Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. I don't think so. Damn
it. That would have been perfect.
Get your buddy Double D to get one. Come on.
You know what? I'll ask him.
And an interview with.
It sounds crazy, but it's a thing. It's a thing the internet wants.
That's the thing the Capes and Lunatics wants. Oh my God.
Heroes and Cloaks, Phil. We got to go by our alias here. I told you.
Oh my God. We would make effing headlines if we got Frank Miller to say,
"Your mother's a whore."
Oh my God. Oh my God. That would literally like knock Justin out of the chair, through a wall. I mean, oh my God. Knock me out of my chair. All right, kids.
I'll try.
So send us your thoughts, kids, and the Frank Miller drop to CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. I do all the legwork on these interviews. You need to get me a Dan DeDio and Frank Miller interview, Lil Hellfire. Come on.
I will do my best, but they are not in the best mood right now. Hemorrhaging money is not conducive to interviews. Just so you know.
You have the perfect opening for Frank Miller. You're a young lady.
Oh no, that's not a perfect opening at all.
Hey-oh! Tell him you love his work. I love how you portray women as whores.
Your mother's a whore.
I need that drop. My ADD's kicked in. I need that drop. All right. So yes, kids. Email us, call us, or check out the Capes and Lunatics website. That at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. And now you're another Kristen. You don't have anything to plug.
I don't even have a book.
I was gonna say she makes me do the book for her, but speaking of, I mean, it's a Batman podcast.
I'm social media free, baby. There's a better book about Robin.
I was gonna say, yes, kids. If you want to read some good stuff about Dick Grayson, yes, pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder, now on Amazon. It's worth it, kids. You think you know Grayson? You don't know dick. God, you remember those ads?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I need that poster. I need that poster. Oh, I'll take that Spider-Man right down. It's on brand. It's Dick Grayson, and
That's funny.
Hey Tim, can you autograph this? Oh, all right, kids. So yes, so much on my wish list. The Frank Miller drop, that poster. Oh God, I don't think they even made that an official poster. That might have just been like an in-store thing. Or what?
Probably was.
Damn it! All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, more Frank Miller, more All-Star Batman and Robin,
More
and
booty shots.
and more Jim Lee art. Swing.
We're not worthy.
Oh my God,
Isn't it?
that would have been funny if someone was like on their knees in front of Black Canary. We're not worthy.
Fetish.
Oh, talk about fetish. That cover for 3, she got like blood on like her high heel or something, or on her boot. I'm like, that's a fetish.
Oh yeah. Talk about your bootlickers.
Something's afoot in the fantasies of Frank Miller.
Pretty much every creepy guy that you have a problem with on the internet probably has a foot fetish. Kevin Smith, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, lick them toes, boy. All right, kids. Come back next time. Join the same bad time.
Same bad channel. We are the night. Batman Podcast. And don't you forget it.
And remember, kids,